Breaking news, Trump hauled into FBI. This could get ugly, by Cat Stevens for freedomdaily.com. Law enforcement officers always have a tough job, especially those who have to answer to the political brass. Getting caught in the middle of a political scandal is as easy as getting a takeout in Washington, D.C., and if that happens, being compromised isn't far behind. Under the tutelage of Barack Hussein Obama, this seems to be what has happened to the bulk of the higher-ups in the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Their credibility came under fire in the wake of Hillary's massive miscarriages of justice, and their names are far from being cleared. President Trump began to get an understanding of just how badly things were being run at the FBI, even before he was in office, and now that his security clearance is significantly higher, his hints to the American people about the state of those who are supposed to be in charge of carrying out justice on our behalf. Fox News reported that the president addressed just that issue when talking at a Quantico graduation of this year's new crop of the FBI's best and brightest. What might seem like a high-stakes game of political chess is no laughing matter to the president, and he plans to clean up the FBI no matter who he angers along the way. President Trump told a graduating class of law enforcement officers at the FBI Academy on Friday that he has your back 100% and pledged his White House will always stand behind police. The President of the United States has your back 100%, Trump said in a 17-minute speech to state and local law enforcement officers who completed a special training course at the Bureau. Trump's support for law enforcement has been no secret, but the comments at the FBI Academy came as bad blood between the White House and Bureau has reached an all-time high. Trump has blasted the Bureau's senior leadership and its reputation, calling it in tatters, quote, and the worst in history, quote. It's a shame what's happened with the FBI, Trump said Friday, moments before he left for Quantico. But we're going to rebuild the FBI. It'll be bigger and better than ever. Everybody, the level of anger at what they've been witnessing with respect to the FBI is certainly very sad, he added. No one thinks that the boots on the ground responding to crises and investigating suspicious deaths are the heart of the problem at the FBI. This, like most of the problems in our country, is a politically motivated one. Palms are being greased and backs are being scratched in order for every wealthy and influential people, for the very wealthy and influential people such as the Clintons, to get away with things that should be prosecutable offenses. While some might consider President Trump's comments at the commencement to be aggressive or offensive in some way to those who truly want to serve this country and aid in the carriage of justice, his comments should be should have been very supportive and reassuring. He's promising to give those same honest law enforcement officers a leadership that they can be proud to serve under. He's promising to fix what Obama broke and deliver the American people a Justice Department that is once again dedicated to justice. Newly released documents reveal that then FBI Director James Comey's draft statement on the Hillary Clinton email probe was edited in a way that watered down the agency's findings. But during his speech, the president praised agents who keep the country safe and whom he does not blame for the investigations that have dogged his administration. The White House said Friday newly revealed FBI records show there is an extreme bias against Trump among senior leadership at the FBI. About 200 leaders in law enforcement from around the country attended the weeks-long FBI National Academy program aimed at raising law enforcement standards and cooperation. Course work included intelligence theory, terrorism and terrorist mindsets, law, behavioral science, and law enforcement communications and forensic science. Fox News, POTUS, there is absolutely no collusion. I didn't make a phone call to Russia. I have nothing to do with Russia. Everyone knows it. That was a Democrat hoax. It was an excuse for losing the election. Let's take a quick listen if it plays here. No. Okay. The promise is that the president has made to fix the corruption in Washington and the FBI have not made him popular with those who've been playing this political game for a long time. They're very set in their ways, and no matter how hard they search, they can't seem to find any way to keep President Trump in his lane with the promise of skeletons, the way Washington insiders are usually reined in. If we think of the FBI like a body and imagine the body having been fed a steady diet of mind-numbing drugs that keep it from performing its job the way it should, then we can see President Trump as the parent who's about to check them into rehab. Drug addicts hate everyone while they're detoxing, but they are free of the physical addiction when the nastiness is purged out. If they choose to go back to their old ways after they have been detoxed, that's a different matter, but at least they have a chance. The same will be true for the FBI. If the American people let this investigative body go back to its toxic ways after President Trump has left office, that will be our own fault. His job is to fix everything he possibly can and leave the FBI in the country better off than he found it. Well, that's for sure after Barack Obama. Unbelievable. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.